The mystery of MH370. Australian expert claims to have discovered the crash site. Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 remains one of the greatest mysteries in aviation history. Nearly a decade has passed since the Boeing 777, carrying 239 passengers, vanished without a trace on March 8, 2014. Despite extensive search efforts, no definitive answers have been found regarding the fate of the aircraft. Recently, an Australian expert has claimed to have discovered a sign pointing to the actual crash site of MH370, reigniting global interest and raising hopes of finally solving this decade-long enigma. Shocking discovery by an Australian expert. Dr. Vincent Line, an Australian oceanographer, has made a surprising claim. He asserts that newly gathered data has allowed him to identify an anomaly on the Indian Ocean seabed that could indicate the final resting place of MH370. According to Dr. Line, this suspected location is around coordinates 33 degrees 2 minutes south and 100 degrees 27 minutes east, not far from the previously designated search area. What makes this discovery particularly intriguing is the presence of unusual signals detected through advanced seabed mapping technology. There is an abnormal area where a large object appears on the bathymetric map. It could very well be the wreckage of MH370. He stated, "This revelation becomes even more compelling as the location identified by Dr. Line aligns with previous theories about where MH370 may have ended its ill-fated journey. For years, scientists and aviation experts have speculated that the plane crashed into the ocean, either due to an autopilot failure or deliberate human intervention. However, due to the vastness of the ocean, pinpointing the exact site has remained an enormous challenge. Deciphering the mysterious signals from the ocean floor, Dr. Line used data from the General Bathymetric Chart of the Oceans, GEBCO, to analyze the seabed. He has discovered an unusual bright spot at a depth of approximately 5,750 meters, situated in a rugged terrain filled with deep trenches and complex geological faults. The signals from this region have led him to believe that it could be remnants of MH370. Furthermore, satellite data collected from the day of the aircraft's disappearance also suggests that MH370 might have followed an unusual flight path before ultimately plunging into the southern Indian Ocean. When combined with this new discovery, many experts believe we may finally be closer to the truth. What do experts say? Shortly after Dr. Line's announcement, other scientists stepped forward to verify the validity of his findings. Several aviation experts, including Richard Godfrey, an engineer who claimed to have identified MH370's location in 2021, consider Line's data noteworthy and argue that it should be verified through physical searches. Governments of Malaysia and Australia, along with search organizations, are now reviewing the possibility of launching a new search mission. Ocean Infinity, the company that previously conducted an unsuccessful search for MH370 in 2018, has also shown interest in the area pinpointed by Dr. Line. A final chance to solve the mystery. For nearly a decade, numerous theories have emerged regarding MH370's fate, ranging from technical failures and terrorist attacks to elaborate conspiracies. However, none of these theories have been confirmed due to a lack of concrete evidence. This new discovery may provide a significant opportunity to uncover the truth. If a new search mission is conducted, experts hope that the wreckage will provide crucial clues, from black box recordings to aircraft components, that could finally explain what really happened on that fateful night. Could this discovery finally bring closure to the mystery of MH370? Will the truth be revealed, or will this enigma continue to haunt us? We can only wait and follow the unfolding developments. One thing is certain: the families of the 239 passengers aboard that ill-fated flight have never stopped hoping for answers. What really is the law of Thelema? Liber al vel legis. The law of Thelemus is one of the most intriguing and mysterious philosophical and spiritual doctrines of the modern era. Rooted in the teachings of Aleister Crowley, the English occultist, magician, and writer, Thelema is a religious and philosophical system that emphasizes personal will, self-discovery, and spiritual enlightenment. At its core, it is derived from Liber al vel legis, also known as the Book of the Law, which Crowley claimed to have received through a mystical experience in 1904. The origins of Thelema. The law of Thelema is primarily based on Liber al vel legis, a text Crowley claimed was dictated to him by a spiritual entity named Aiwass over 3 days in Cairo, Egypt. The book serves as the foundational scripture of Thelema and introduces its key principles. The name Thelema itself comes from the Greek word thelema, meaning will. This concept of true will is central to Thelemic philosophy, the core tenets of Thelema. At the heart of Thelema is a simple yet profound declaration: do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will. These statements, taken from Liber al vel legis, encapsulate the essence of Thelemic belief. But what do they actually mean? Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. This phrase is often misunderstood as an endorsement of hedonism or lawlessness. However, in Thelemic philosophy, true will refers to one's deepest, most authentic purpose in life, aligned with their spiritual nature. It is not about reckless self-indulgence, but about understanding and fulfilling one's destiny. Love is the law, love under will. This principle suggests that love is a guiding force, but it must be in harmony with one's true will. It is not about blind passion, but about a husher love that aligns with one's divine purpose. The 3 chapters of Liber al vel legis. The Book of the Law is divided into 3 chapters, each attributed to different divine aspects. Nuit, the infinite goddess of the night sky, representing boundless potential and cosmic unity. Hadit, the point of pure consciousness and motion, symbolizing the essence of personal experience and self-discovery. Rahur Kuit, a form of the Egyptian god Horus, embodying strength, war, and the new era of spiritual awakening. Each chapter presents mystical and sometimes cryptic verses that have been widely interpreted by Thelemites and scholars alike. Thelema's influence and modern relevance. Thelema has had a significant impact on modern occultism, influencing various magical traditions, esoteric orders, and even elements of psychology and philosophy. Organizations such as the Ordo Templi Orientis, OTO, and the AF-La follow Crowley's teachings and work to spread the philosophy of Thelema. The philosophy of Thelema can also be seen as a precursor to contemporary ideas of self-actualization, free will, and personal responsibility. It encourages individuals to seek their true purpose and to act in accordance with their highest potential. This message of self-discovery and spiritual exploration continues to attract people today. Conclusion. The law of Thelema, as presented in Liber A.L. Vel Legis, is a powerful spiritual doctrine that urges individuals to seek their own true will and live in accordance with it. While it remains a subject of debate and interpretation, its core message resonates with those who seek personal empowerment, freedom, and a deeper understanding of their spiritual journey. Whether viewed as a mystical revelation or an esoteric philosophy, Thelema continues to be a fascinating and influential path in the realm of spirituality and self-discovery. As Crowley himself famously wrote, "Every man and every woman is a star." Perhaps the law of Thelema is ultimately about recognizing and embracing that inner light within each of us. Why was reincarnation banned from the Bible? Hello, everyone. Today, we are going to explore a fascinating mystery. Why did the concept of reincarnation once exist in Christianity, but was later removed from the Bible? Let's dive into history and the key events that led to this change. What is reincarnation? First, we need to understand what reincarnation is. It is the belief that the human soul does not disappear after death, but is reborn in a new body, continuing its journey. This belief is very common in Eastern religions, such as Hinduism and Buddhism. However, what many people don't know is that some early Christian groups also believed in reincarnation. Was reincarnation mentioned in the Bible? Although today's Bible does not mention reincarnation, there are signs that this idea was once discussed, or at least considered. For example, in Matthew 11:14, Jesus stated that John the Baptist was Elijah who had returned. This raises the question, was he referring to a form of reincarnation? Groups such as the Gnostics believed that the soul must go through multiple lifetimes to purify itself and reach perfection. Why was reincarnation removed? So what led the Church to remove this idea? The answer lies in a significant historical event, the Second Council of Constantinople in 553, led by Emperor Justinian I. At this council, the Church officially condemned the teachings of theologian Origen, a highly influential figure who supported the idea that souls could experience multiple lifetimes. The main reason the Church rejected reincarnation was because they wanted to emphasize the concept of heaven and hell. If people had the chance to be reborn and correct their mistakes over multiple lives, then the idea of final judgment and the Church's authority would lose its significance. Did reincarnation truly disappear? Although Catholicism and Protestantism reject reincarnation, some smaller Christian groups and modern theologians continue to explore this possibility. Furthermore, some theories suggest that certain texts related to reincarnation may have been edited or removed from the Bible to align with official Church doctrine. Conclusion. So, why was reincarnation banned from the Bible? The answer is not just theological, but also tied to the power and influence of the Church at that time. This raises a bigger question. How many ancient truths have been buried or altered over time? What do you think about this? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more fascinating content.